Let me get over your shoulder. I figure I'll do just show you this is the full gear of what I plan on taking with me on my through hike on the Appalachian Trail in 2023. I guess I'll start out with the stuff that I'll be wearing. To start out, as far as shoes, like I say, since it's gonna be winter time, starting out, I'm gonna start with these Merrell boots right, and then later on, I'm gonna switch over to some Hoka's running shoes or whatever, and they seem to work pretty good with my orthotics. As far as an undershirt underneath my button-up shirt, I've just got this Terraman. It's a lightweight base layer shirt, and it's just kind of a base layer. And then I've got this Columbia fishing shirt, PNG or PFG fishing shirt to go over top of that. And I've got, for bottoms, I've got these BCG workout training pants, and I've got a pair of Nike shorts that I'll also wear along with those right here over top of them, and they've got the boxer brief liner in them, and they're very comfortable. And I've got I'm gonna start out with some of the sock liners there, and these socks. As far as rain gear, of course, I've got a umbrella here that I've been carrying for several years now. It's a Six Moon design umbrella, but I just like it to keep the rain off your face, because I don't use the actual hood from the rain jacket. I feel like I'm enclosed with it, so if I'm having to use it, I'm just suffering. But I usually don't use the hood. But this is just an old Columbia rain jacket. It don't have the pit zips or anything in it, but it does pretty good as far as keeping the water off of me. I sweat more than I get wet from the rain anyway. I've got these High Sierra all-weather pants that slip on pretty easily, and I can wear those if it's real cold or anything, and like I say, they'll repel some rain off of you also if you need be. But those right there is just kind of wind pants you can use just on a real windy day. And of course I've got a rain kilt right here that I absolutely love. I can use that as a ground sheet also up underneath my hammock. Does very wonderful at repelling the rain off of you and stuff. And I've got a backpack cover, or a pack cover that you know, it fits all right. I mean, it goes around the pack and everything, but like I say, anything's going to soak through after a while, and it's a little bit aggravating at sometimes getting it fit right on the pack. And of course, I've got one of these Nylofoam bags here that I got from Garage Ground Gear. But I've got my under quilts and top quilt for my hammock. My top quilt's a 20-degree top quilt, and then I've got a 0-degree with some extra stuff and under quilt for my hammock. I do have the Chameleon hammock from Dutchware. It's got the winter cover on. As far as for shelter over my hammock, I've got one of these Z-Packs hammock tarps. Now it does have the doors on it that you can close, and it does really well at keeping the wind and stuff out. For my cook kit, I'm gonna use one of these small MSR fuel canisters, and I bought one of them, I call them BR549 like on Hee Haw, but I've got one of them little stoves. It has worked very well. I've got a Sport from Snow Peak, and then I've got one of these Tokes Titanium, is a 550 pot thing, and of course I got a lighter and a handkerchief that I put in here just to keep stuff from rattling. And of course I've got the Z-Lite pad here. I'm looking at possibly taking the other it's a Thermarest blow-up pad. I don't know what the name of it is. Anyway, I play around with it, but I slide off of it all night, and I'm just trying a couple different things to because I fight with it more than I do with that thin one. But I know if you sleep in a shelter, if it's real cold, sometimes you may not have that, may not be enough insulating, and the other one is insulated. So anyway, I'm just playing around with it. So I might either take that one or the other one, but I will have a pad with me, sleeping bag liner, just to keep it from getting dirt all over my sleeping bag. And I've got an underquilt protector. Then of course I've got my gloves and some homemade mitt protector things that goes over the gloves. I've got my coat here. This one's been a really good coat. It keeps you pretty warm. A pair of underwear, my buff, a couple pair of socks there, and I've got my thermals that I'm gonna wear. Now, of course, I'm trying this one right here. I've tried these in the past, and they usually work pretty good. They can be aggravating sometimes, but they're real good about being able to put snacks in. And I've got a bug net that I use for a stuff sack, and my balaclava. And then, as far as electronics, I keep them in this little poke here, or bag. And I've got the Garmin InReach Mini, and that's basically for my wife and family wondering where I'm at. And I've got a little thermometer, some earbud things, one of these Nightcore headlamps, a cord. Then I've got another cord here. I've got a cord that charges my watch, and this is the watch I'm going to be taking, along with my adapter and my battery bank. And I've also got one of those little adapters, the USB macro to the USB-C. And then most importantly, I guess, the backpack that you're going to carry. But this is the backpack that I've got. It works pretty good. All I got's the pull top up here, and then I'll use either that to go over top of it for just the top closure, or something else that I've got. And then of course I've got the umbrella strings here to attach for the umbrella, the cell phone pocket, and then it's got hip belt pockets on both sides of it. But basically that's the gear that I'm going to be taking. As far as gear that I'm going to send home, whenever I think I'm out of the threat of winter, which probably up around Adkins, Virginia, or maybe a little bit further than that. It just depends on what the weather comes through. Anyway, of course, I'll send my underquilt and top quilt for this set of lighter quilt. And with everything that I'll have with me, I should be able to take this down to the upper 20s. I've took it down to 17 before, and I was fine. But I'm going to switch it out for these two. They're 40-degree quilts. And then I've also going to switch out my winter cover for my just a regular bug net that I've got for the hammock. I'm going to send my thick thermals home, the zip down, and this one. I'll keep this shirt. It's a lightweight shirt, and I'm going to just have these lightweight bottoms. I'm going to send my underquilt, my glove, the water, if these work out, these waterproof glove things, these training bottoms, and my balaclava to the house. And of course I'm going to switch my boots out and I'm start using these Hokas, and I think they'll work pretty good from what I've tried out and stuff. So that's everything that I'm going to switch out.